What's up, YouTube? Back at it. Like a chiropractor in this thing. Let's get to that, right? Now, everybody talking about sinners, the breakdown. If you anything about me or this channel, you already know this was right. If I would have made a movie, this would have been it. Either this or they clone Tyrone. Both of them. If I was to make a movie, that's what it would have been. But let me give you the occult breakdown on sinners, right? Let's start with Elizabeth Bathory, right? Countess Elizabeth of Assessed was a Hungarian noblewoman, allegedly serial from the powerful house who owned land, knocked off hundreds of young women, 16th, 17th century. The Blood Countess, right? So I'm pulling this up to show that, you know, them folks been into consuming blood, right? Okay, let's show pictures of her so you don't get it, confused. You got the white boy, what's his name? Used blood to say, he used his son blood. What's his name? I did a video on him, too. Yeah, this dude right here. Right? Now, I did a video on him. He basically drinking blood to stay young. Right? What's his name? Brian Johnson. Okay. He looking kind of zesty. Looking real zesty a little bit. Who else? Of course, we got Dracula the Impaler. Right? We see his complexion, right? But see, the movie Sinners was really also about an induction into Freemasonry, right? And not African Freemasonry, but more like the York Rite, the Scottish Rite, the Prince Hall, this Western Boule kind of Freemasonry, right? And we gonna show that. But I've been talking about the flesh eating ape, right? Now these folks, they been eating raw meat, right? The troglodyte, right? Been vampiric, okay? So it's more literal, right? People looking for all these deeper meanings. It's a lot literal. They been the blood drinkers, right? Now, the Bible talk about vampires, right? But the Bible also talk about leprosy. Hold on, not Leo. Leprosy. Hold on, let's get the Bible. In the Bible, leprosy refers to a skin disease, some potentially contagious, that render people ritually unclean in the Old Testament. The term also carries symbolic weight, often representing spiritual decay, right? Sin. Okay? This is what I'm trying to get y'all to see. Leprosy was parallel to sin. Okay? The term also carries symbolic weight, often representing spiritual decay, sin, and the need for divine intervention. Jesus healed many with leprosy, right? Demonstrating his power. Laws and rituals with leprosy. Israelites separate people with leprosy. Moses' hand became leprosy, his miraculous sign. Now, records Miriam leprosy as a punishment for criticizing Moses. Now, so this is going to show that leprosy was a punishment of God, right? This is why the white man was the vampire devil, right? See, he was a Syrian general who was healed of leprosy. So leprosy is a bad thing. You heal from something bad. Ritual uncleanness, ritual impurity, requiring separation from the community, right? So remember how the black people that got turned into vampires were separated from the community, right? Now you involved with the leprosy. Can also be interpreted as a metaphor for spiritual disease, the need for divine forgiveness. Right? So the leprosy in the Bible, skin disease that causes a range of symptoms, including swelling, eruptions, and white spots. Right? Now, there's also an element of this. Wait. Let's before we go back, let's get some ideas of leprosy. Right? I just want to see us, kind of the whoa. But another thing, in general, Farrakhan then referred to the white man as the devil. You know what I mean? And this could kind of also be tied into the Bible with the seed of Cain. Right? This is kind of like some Nephilim shit. Right? So when you they're not really gonna give you so you'd have to go to something like YouTube or something, right? Is Cain truly the son of the serpent? Right? Was Cain the son of the ancient serpent? Eve shocking account of what happened, the Apocrypha series. So, it's a theory out there that the dual seed, the serpent seed, a controversial religious belief which explained the biblical account of the fall of man by saying the serpent in the Garden of Eden made it with Eve, and that the offspring of the union was Cain. This appears in the early Gnostic writings such as the Gospel of Philip. Get your mind right. Right? So on a biblical tip, right, the white boy is vampiric, right? Evil, right? Now, we just let's pull up another instance of them being blood drinkers today, right? Remember Sandra Bullock? Not Sandra Bland, excuse me. Sandra Bullock, she get blood injections, right? Let's get the injections. Let's go with injections. I like injections better. Okay. Stem cell treatment, Sandra Bullock. So you see these people's already dealing with blood to this day, right? Dubbed the P facial for its inclusion of an ingredient derived from a newborn baby. The treatment has become a favorite of celebrities like Sandra Bullock, Kate Blanchett. Right, crazy work. Right. Alright, so I did a video on this. They basically use like assorted cletuses, if you get what I'm saying. Assorted cletuses. Right? That when you go to the Planned Parenthood, the assorted cletus that you leave behind, they blend it up and they use that stem cell goop as like facial cream. Right? Sandra Bullock talked about this on Ellen. Now, a lot of people, she ain't gonna give you no real pictures. A lot of people don't familiarize themselves with blood magic. Right? Blood magic is a type of magic that uses blood, often a source of power, as a component in spells and rituals. It can involve various practices, including manipulating blood, using this as a ritualistic substance, or even extracting life force from the blood. Right, so it's a lot, as you see. I ain't gonna read them all, but you see they got the transfer, right? That's why you can make somebody a vampire, right? Vampiric and necromantic things, right? Blood magic is often associated with vampires, necromancers. We know necro is Negro, right? This is black magic, Negro magic, okay? And other figures who draw power from blood or the dead. Let's see what pictures they got. But they got a lot of cartoony shit. But notice the troglodyte woman is always gonna be kind of the troglodyte in general with blood magic, because it ties into the vampire shit, and they on that blood shit. But this is also a feminine thing, right? I'll give y'all a couple more pics. See a lot of feminine aspects associated with the blood magic, right? The menstrual, when you giving birth, you already close with the blood magic. So look at this one, the hemomancy, blood magic, right? Now I did a video on African vampirism too, so this it's a black aspect to this too, but right now we're on the troglodyte top. All right, so y'all get a good look at that. It was a character, Scarlet, and Mortal Kombat was a blood magic. She had a move where she would like hold you up and like slice you down the middle and let the blood like rain on her. Yeah, here you go. She would like hang you up, then stand underneath and slice and let the blood rain down. So yeah, I'm just want to show some of the maybe connections that people didn't put together with this. Right now, another thing I want to talk about is the pineal gland, the seat of the soul. Right. Let's see. The idea of the pineal gland being associated with the soul or spiritual seat has its roots in philosophical and spiritual traditions, particularly Descartes' philosophy. Theorized that the pineal gland, located in the center of the brain, served as the point of interaction between the body and the soul, the principal seat of the soul. Pineal gland, third eye. Here's more detailed look at the relationship between the pineal gland and the concept of the soul. Seat of the soul, seat of rational thought, interaction with spirits, ancient connection, spiritual tradition, modern interpretation. Talking about being woke. Melatonin, right? Melatonin. Primary function of the pineal gland, supported by scientific evidence, is the production of melatonin hormones. Regulates the sleep-awake cycle. But I bring this up right? You see pineal gland, seed of the soul. It's literature out there on this as well. Let's see. No, we ain't gonna get on the Egyptians. Okay, now, pineal gland fluoride is deposited here as a result of fluoridation products. Now, why am I bringing up this pineal gland? You know, some say it's responsible for your melanin, but here you got the seed of the soul. Now, some say that the white people have a calcified pineal gland, right? Let's see if we can find the troglodyte. The real mark of the beast is a calcified pineal gland. You know, I get tired of saying this, but I also did a video on this about the calcified pineal gland of the troglodyte, right? And the theory behind that is, if your pineal gland calciumified, then your soul is trapped or gone. Let's see. White people have no soul. W. Du Bois had it wrong. White people have no soul. But you know, Google ain't gonna talk too down on the troglodyte. But let's see. Yeah, I have to get into some deeper research. But you know, there's videos out there about the troglodyte calcified pineal gland. So these are already soulless beings, right? Now the thing is, see, this Freemasonry shit come with, you know, sex cult, right? Sex cult shit. So that's why, like, sex magic, shit like that. So that's why the vampire is always, you know, considered sexy. They always got the, you know, when you turn into a vampire, your hair get all crinkly and you know what I mean? Like it's sexify you. So this is why you'd find 1,000 images of the quote unquote sexy vampire. Right, this is Freemasonry shit, right, as well, because it's like a sex cult, right? When you get into Freemasonry, we know what's going on, right? Now, this is what makes sense of the horrors of slavery, right? What type of people could do the things that happen in slavery, right? Methods derived by harming the babies and immense suffering, psychological trauma. Like, what type of people could do this, right? See, if I hear images, all types of lynchings and wild shit will come up. They'll take the video down. So I ain't even gonna hear images. Right, but I'm just saying, what type of people could do it? And then you see what I'm saying? Horrors of Slavery, other writers. Horrors of Slavery, 1805 introduction. Horrors of Slavery. Antebellum, they already knew which ones I was talking about. The Horrors of Slavery, other writers. England's Duty. So I'm just saying, Was America's slavery uniquely evil? So this is what I'm saying. Like, what type of being or people or what type of monster even could stomach the shit that went on, right? For those that know, if you know, you know. How could you stomach some of the shit that went on, right? Tossing babies, the gators, and all types of wild, castrate. Like how you even stomach that? So, these are. Then I just keep it on a simple level. These are evil people just in general, right? So, let's see if what Google say about the evil. Right, they'll tell you black is bad, right? So they ain't. So I want to know, Google ain't gonna talk too bad on the cracker, right? They ain't gonna talk too bad on the cracker. You know what I mean?
To do one thing, but I implore you to do the opposite.
But see,
let the games begin.
Trust me, is
somebody has to die.
There's literature out there, right? So when you think about the evil white people, this is why sinners is roped into all this shit, because you gonna think of slavery. You gonna think of what happened back then, right? And see, when you think about the bald head, right? You see how all the evil got the bald head, right? All the bald heads. Right, now let me show you this. Remember the original?
Somebody has to die.
The original vampire, the old one, Nosferatu, he was a bald head, right? He was a bald head. Right? So, it's a lot of this shit connected to this. Right? Even the Ku Klux, like what is a Ku Klux? Like we know what it is. I forgot what it stood for. Right. But see, I think this is a vampiric shit because I get the etymology. Greek. They ain't giving me nothing. But see, notice they burned the cross, right? The Klan known for burning the cross. Now, what's crazy about that is vampires can't stand the cross. Like in all the movies, the vampire can't stand the cross. You hold the cross up to it and it, you know what I mean? It like fall down, like the cross. So what would a vampire do? Burn it. Right? Burn the cross. And you got the church created vampire. But see, this is the flesh eating ape. Right, I'm gonna put some shit with this to really map out what I'm saying, but this is the original created grafted beast, right? For shits and giggles, let's pull up the wild man, right? The wild man, man of the woods, wood wolves, or whatever, a mythical figure in the troglodyte kingdom, right? The Tennessee wild man, right? So this. They already come from savagery, right? We know Esau made it with fallen angels. Let's see.
He was getting ready to put her in that infamous white man's suitcase and then go out like a mass shooter.
So they're trying to hide it. Maybe if we put Nephilim. Let's see what they say with Nephilim. Oh, it don't. Nan say, doesn't explicitly say it. So it said the biblical does not explicitly state that Esau made it with it. Esau, the son of Isaac, is known for marrying Hittite and Ishmaelite women. The Nephilim described in Genesis as giants who emerged from the union as sons of God with human daughters. Fallen names. So you already see where they where they twisting that. While they are interpretation that link Esau's lineage or the Edomites to the Nephilim, these are not widely accepted. Let's see. You got Esau, Nephilim, giants. Let's see.
In choosing how to react to this situation, your lifelong instincts will tell you
Let's
to do
see.
one thing, but I implore you to do the opposite.
Sin of Esau, bred with Nephilims, commingling satyrs and Liliths. So we say the sins of Esau was having children with the Nephilim. Yes, the brother of Israel himself commingled with satyrs. So it's a biblical connection to the white man being some type of demon, right? The Nephilim, Esau, the Edomites, the Hittites. And look, you got the Chinaman even saying it. See, don't put this beef for me like I'm making the crack out to be some type of bloody steak eating, Now, there's one last thing before I go.
Somebody has to die.
Let's see. Now, it's a book out here called The Delectable Negro, Human Consumption and Homo Eroticism Within U.S. Slave Culture. Hold on, let's get a clear. Okay, let's make that clear. Okay. So they was eating slaves, right? There was cannonball-ism, right? Like them with the data ball, cannonball, jump over diving ball. Cannonball was cannonball-ism, the delectable Negro, human consumption, and homoeroticism within U.S. slave culture. Okay? Heard that say, okay. I'm sorry, okay. It's a YouTube channel that talked about this. Let me see if I can pull it up for y'all. Dang, look what this one says. Slaves, cannibal, and infected hyper whites. The race and religion of zombies. Man. Let's see if we can pull it up before we go. We ain't gonna hold it. See what he's saying. I think it was that guy. So you got another one. The slave owners eat the enslaved. I think that's the guy though. White people used to literally eat black bodies.
Embracing the soft life. Why? For too long, white supremacy has forced our women to bear the weight of the world on our shoulders. But that can be deadly. Could living the soft life be life-saving? Black women have been sharing their soft life routines across while preventing all stresses impossible.
Well, she ain't talking about nothing, but there's information out there about the slave owners eating the slaves. Let me see. I think it's this guy. Alright.
He was getting ready to put her in that infamous white man's
let's
suitcase
see.
and then go out like a mass shooter.
Oh shit. Hold on. Yeah, I think it's this guy. Wait, let's see. Maybe it come up. Popular videos. Damn. Let's see. Damn, I thought this was the guy.
To be alive. In choosing how to react to this situation, your lifelong instincts will tell you to do one thing, but I implore you to do the opposite. Let the games begin.
He writes that when Black Americans describe instances of cannibalism, they tried to understand why and how.
This is the house where Madame Mallory used to torture her slaves. This is the story of Madame Lala, one of the most brutal slave owners in history, also known as the Torture Queen of New Orleans. In the 1800s,
she was drinking blood.
Will tell you to do one thing, but I implore you to do the opposite. Let the games begin.
Name one of many hidden histories that you didn't know and hasn't been taught in school.
I didn't know that they ate our ancestors. I know that they killed them, but they ate them also. Like at a barbecue.
Right. I can't find the dude with the video, but oh, I think this might be the guy. Damn, I think this is the guy. Let's see. This might be the same dude. Yeah, this is the same dude. Because he got some of the same videos. I can't find it, but he definitely did a video on how they used to eat the slaves. That's kind of where I saw it, where I first heard of it from. I guess this the same guy, but I can't find the video. That's crazy. But somebody done posted the delectable Negro. Well, I don't know, man. That's all I got for y'all today. You know, let me know what you think in the comments. I mean, we already talked about the Bob Johnson connection. We did that. Let's not get on that. Everybody doing that, thinking they doing something with the crossroads and the blues. You know, okay, right? Shit, let me just throw one more log on the fire, right? Now you already know motherfuckers is drinking blood anyway, right? You know, Megan Fox and them came out talking about they drink each other blood, right? Now, you see a lot of this coming from Africa. We did the video on the African vampirism. Go catch that, right? Cannibalism, blood drinking, and high adept Satanism, right? So this is kind of everything all wrapped up in one, right? But I'm really trying to bring it all to light that how the troglodytes is. They are the satanic race. They are the vampiric, soulless, leprosy race, right? The demon, the sinners, right? Right, and we know sin means man. That's why the head vampire was a dude. Well, let's see. So they're giving you the Christian. They're giving you the Christian definition of sin. Hold on, see, we might have to. Okay, this is more what I was talking about. The Mesopotamian mythology, sin, known as Nana in Sumerian, the moon god. Right, sin, Swin, Nana. You know, vampires come out at night and shit. The moon god, Sin. But you know, this is a transgender god, so it can be male or female. Su-in or Sin. Alright, hold on, no. Hold on, maybe his video will come up. So you see how he got Nana, Nya, Nan, God of the Moon, Sumerian Mesopotamian, but see, he got a dude, right? But his name is Sin, white guy. So, I mean, y'all let me know what you think in the comments, like and subscribe. I'm out.